No.
Minasan konnichiwa. Kay Sensei desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Hi, hello everyone. So, I am Teacher Kay. So, you can call me Kay Sensei, Miss Kay. It's up to you. So, for today, our topic is lesson 7 of vocabulary. Okay, so welcome to all of our first timers. So we have lots of first timers today. So before I proceed to our lesson 7 vocabulary, I will explain to all first timers um, on how we conduct our study. Okay, so that they will be knowledgeable on how or what we are doing. So first is, for those who are not yet doing this, please type 1 for first time, 2 for second time or more, and also please indicate your country beside the number. So this is an example. And please, for those who doesn't subscribe yet, please don't forget to like and subscribe this live, our online lesson for today. Okay? So please wait for a moment. I'll just give the others the link, our link, okay? And we will wait for others to come. Please follow, okay? Please follow our, this is the instruction, please follow our instruction on the board. For a moment, please. We will just wait for a little more. Okay, just a moment. Sorry. I'm just giving the link to others. Okay, shosho o machi kudasai. Ay, ano ba ito? Dami kasi ng text eh. Okay, for our first timers, Wayne-san, Bernadette-san, Kimberly-san, Fritz-san, Day-san, LJ-san, okay. Zendy-san, Mark Fernandez is not a first timer. Glenn-san, Charlene-san, first time. Jandy-san, wow. Okay, Venice-san, Carmina-san, Jandy-san. So, hindi ko na kayo isa-isahin, okay? So, do we have a non-Filipino participant or student? Thank you, ma'am. Okay, again, so we're 23 and 13 pa lang yung ating likes. Baka pwede akong makiusap sa inyo. Minasan, please like and subscribe sa mga hindi pa nakasubscribe, okay? We're already 24 in the house. So, I'm going to start already the reminders for the first timers. Since maybe you will be wondering why we're already in lesson 7, because we already started the study, the lesson or the class maybe 3 weeks ago already. Okay, so I'm just informing you. Wow, okay. Kenzie-san is, are you a Filipino or an American? Okay, just type it in there. And okay, that's why we need to speak in English. And if you are going to type it in there as well so that others may understand, just type it in English. Okay, welcome to all our first timers. Welcome. So, again, first timer here. Ah, okay, that's good. But that's Korean, I can't read it. So, again, for others, please type 1 for first time and 2 for second time. And then your country. Okay. So I'm going to tell you all of the reminders for our first timers. And I will be putting my Facebook page. Okay? Why do you need to follow me in our Facebook page? Because I am because all of the announcements and exams, okay, will be posted in our Facebook page. So for example, we don't have a class for today or for the next day or a specific day, then I will be posting it there. So you will be updated. So from time to time, please check our page, our Facebook page. So this is our page. Korea. Are you a Korean? Since I can't read the Korean letters or characters in there, are you a Korean or a Filipino living in Korea? Okay, just please type it in the live chat, okay? Okay, so it's in there, my Facebook page. Please follow it, okay? So that you will be updated in all of our announcements. Ah, I see. Okay, so we have Korean and American. Okay, is this for N5 for beginners? Yes. Okay, I will be starting. Okay, the reminders. So first is, again, welcome to all of our first timers. So, I will be erasing this. Okay, so let's start. So this is the reminder for all of our first timers. So what's this? This is the order of our study. So first, vocabulary. Next day, grammar. Next day is kanji. Okay? And then we will have a kaiwa. So I will discuss it later. So first is, so what will happen is, we don't have a specific day for vocabulary or specific day for grammar and kanji, but it is a continuous lesson. It will be our order, the order of our study. So first, for example, today we are going to tackle grammar, okay? Because last Friday, we're done with vocabulary. So tomorrow, it will be kanji. Okay? So, again, the order or pattern, it will be vocabulary, grammar, and then kanji. One day here, and one day again for kanji. Okay? Our lessons, 2 hours? 2 hours? More or less. Okay? It depends on our topic. Okay, and for those who are our first timers, who doesn't have any who are zero knowledge, okay, means you don't know hiragana and katakana yet. So what you need to do first after this, okay, you may not join our lesson 7, okay, don't jump, you cannot, or you don't have to jump in our lesson 7 grammar. What you need to do, okay, is to go to our hiragana and katakana if you don't know hiragana and katakana, because that is the very basic that you need to know, you need to memorize. So we already have a live teaching regarding hiragana and katakana. You can just find it in the list of our videos in there, same thumbnail, okay, and description or title, free Japanese study hiragana, and then free Japanese study live katakana. And then right after you finish hiragana and katakana, okay, next is proceed to lesson 1, okay, proceed to lesson 1. So after lesson 1, kanji unit 1, kanji unit 1. So again, first, if you don't know yet the hiragana and katakana, please memorize hiragana, and then right after that, katakana. Okay? Right after katakana, or if you already memorized those hiragana and katakana, then proceed immediately to lesson 1. So you can catch up to our lesson, our current lesson, which is lesson 7. So after lesson 1, you will see there title MINNA NO NIHONGO lesson 1. Okay? In the list of our videos, it's in there. After lesson 1, minasan, please jot this down, okay? This is very important. After completing the lesson 1, okay, is go to kanji unit 1. So it's a continuous process. And then lesson 2, kanji unit 2. Lesson 3, kanji unit 3. And so on and so forth until you catch up to our current lesson. So, since we cannot repeat lesson 1 again and again, I have repeated it already twice, okay? Before, I already repeated it twice. So, we have those who are not first timers. So, we are not going to repeat those anymore. So, we just need for you to catch up to our lesson, okay? What else? Okay, starting from lesson 3, okay, starting from lesson 3, our topic is divided into 2. You will see there vocabulary and grammar. So just like this, vocabulary and grammar, it's divided into 2. So 2 videos. So but lesson 1 and 2, okay, is not divided. Lesson 1 is not divided, lesson 2 is not divided. Vocabulary and grammar are combined in just one lesson for lessons 1 and 2. Okay? So for lesson 3 onwards, it's already divided into vocabulary and grammar. So please take note of that. So that is the pattern that you need to follow. Lesson 1, kanji unit 1. Lesson 2, kanji unit 2. Lesson 3, vocabulary. And then lesson 3, grammar. And then kanji unit 3. Okay? So our schedule. For those who doesn't know our schedule is Monday to Friday. Okay? Monday to Friday. 6 p.m. to 8 or 8:30. But if I was not able to start by 6 p.m., please wait until 6:30 p.m. Okay? Because I have kids that I need to take care of before teaching. So, again, the start time is 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. So, after these reminders, we're not done yet. So, after these reminders, you can go to our lesson 1, for those who already know the hiragana and katakana. And for those who are really zero knowledge, okay, please go to our hiragana first before katakana. Hiragana, memorize hiragana. Katakana, memorize katakana, okay? Because all of the exams will be in katakana and hiragana. There will be no romaji. Okay, there will be no romaji. What is romaji? Romaji is the writing in English, the equivalent writing in English of a certain word in Japanese. Okay, that is the romaji. For example is this is katakana. So this is what we call romaji. For those who do not know the romaji yet. Okay, so that is the romaji. What will happen if the schedule is conflict? So that is fine, okay? That is fine because all of our videos, all of our live streams, our class is recorded. Okay, it is recorded, so it's fine if you were not able to attend our live teaching, since this will be automatically uploaded here in YouTube. Okay, you can just replay it. It will be the day after or right after the live stream. It depends on YouTube. It depends on them. But sometimes it will be the next day after the lesson. For example, tonight, it will be uploaded next day, tomorrow afternoon or morning. Okay? Yes, you can just replay it. That is why that is one of the advantage if we are in here, because it's automatically uploaded in here. So I don't need to repeat it again and again for newcomers. Okay? So that's fine if you are not, or if you will not be attending our live because you have work. You know, we have different time availabilities, right? That is why just you just okay, so that is why you just need to watch it in your own time, in your time availability. Yeah, sure. And also weekends, okay? We don't have class during weekends. Okay, so what else? Starting again, please follow our page. I will be putting our page again, the FB page. Okay, this is our FB page because all of the announcements and exams will be posted in this page. Okay, exams. About exams, we are checking all of the exams. You don't have to pass it to me. You don't need to give it to me because we are checking it in our live teaching. Just like today, later on we will check our exam, lesson 4 and 5 exams. Okay, we will be checking that right after our grammar lesson. Okay, for some of you who have seen, I posted before a picture, right, with my students in Zoom meeting. Okay, I'm going to explain it. Before, okay, we had that for first timers. That is a kaiwa. Kaiwa means conversation in Japanese. So we will have kaiwa, we will have a dialogue in Japanese for me to test your speaking ability and also to ask you some of the lessons that we have tackled already. So in my page, okay, I posted there that for those who will be joining, okay, so it's up to you if you want to join or not. So for those who will be joining, it will be from lessons 1 to 5 and also the self-introduction. Our self-introduction is in lesson 1. And also take note, please take note that lesson 1, since there is 2 videos for lesson 1, please watch the newest updated that is written in there in the title, newest/updated. That is the lesson 1 that you need to watch, not the other one, because in that updated one, okay, we have the self-introduction, okay, in that video. Okay, lesson 1, and then close in parenthesis, newest/updated. What else? So again, for those before, okay, we were doing it for first time in Zoom, but now we are not going to do it there. We will be doing it, that Kaiwa, in YouTube. Okay? Maybe some of you will ask how. Okay? So that will be 5 persons per batch. And that will be held every Wednesday. Okay? So if you want to join, please be present every Wednesday. For those who will watch the past videos to catch up to our current lesson, please be present. If you are already capable to answer questions from lessons 1 to 5, then you may join. Okay, that is just lessons 1 to 5 again, and lessons 1 to 5 and self-introduction. So 5 per person, and 5 per person per 30 minutes. So you will see us in there. You can also wait for your turn to be up there. So meaning to say, if we're going to do this in YouTube, okay, you will see yourself, it will be saved in public, it will be saved in this channel, in my channel, okay, for reference. So if it's fine with you, because it will be saved, if it's fine with you, you can join every Wednesday. Okay, 5 per person per batch and 30 minutes per batch. So what we will do there, for example, first self-introduction, then I will ask you with regards to lesson 1 to 5, and then we will have a short participation. For example, please buy this mini whiteboard, okay? For example, I ask, okay, what is the kanji for this word, getsuyobi? Then you will just raise your answer. Okay, 5 of you will just like a competition. It's up to you if you want to compete with others, but just a friendly game and class participation for me to know if you understand if you understand our lessons. So please buy whiteboard marker once you will join our Kaiwa. Our Kaiwa, it will be every Wednesday. So I will not be teaching. Okay, we will just have a Kaiwa. For those who want to join, you need to memorize the self-introduction, how to introduce yourself in Japanese, and then lessons 1 to 5. Lessons 1 to 5, vocabulary, kanji, and a little bit of grammar. Yes. And then, for example, this coming Wednesday will be lessons 1 to 5. On the following week, next Wednesday, okay, not this week, the scope will be lengthened. It will be from up until what we have tackled already. For example, we're done up to lesson 8, then it will be included on the next Kaiwa. Okay, but for the first time, it will be lessons 1 to 5 only. So if you want to join, please be ready. Okay, if you want to join. For those who already have a background, I know that you can do it already. Okay, for the exams, it's up to you. Actually, we're not done with the 6 exams. Today we will answer the 4th and 5th exam. Okay, 4th and 5th. So maybe tomorrow I will be posting in the page the short exam for lesson 6. No, you don't have to answer all of the exams for you to join in the Kaiwa. That's fine. So if you answer the exam or not, it's up to you. Okay, but I encourage you to answer it. Since the answers for that, okay, are in our past live teachings. We answered it there. Yes, what is your question? Sensei, what about the exam? Is it true live also? Because what if some of us weren't able to take the exam? What can we do? Okay, actually, I'm not recording your scores for the exam. Okay, but even if I'm not going to record it, okay, if you are really willing to learn and pursue your dreams, if you're really willing to learn, you will answer it. And the answers, okay, are in our live teachings. So it's up to you if you want to answer it or not. And you will be able to answer it once you know how to read katakana and hiragana. Certificate. Okay, we'll go there, okay? With regards to certificate, wait. Kaiwa every Wednesday. So again, for Kaiwa, it will be every Wednesday, not Tuesday, okay? Last time, I told everyone that it will be Tuesday. Okay, I just changed it, I'm sorry. And I posted it in our FB page. So from time to time, please check our FB page. So, in terms of GC, before I had group chat, but not anymore. If you want to make your own GC, that is fine. We had some problem before with regards to GC. So I think they already created a GC. Just ask Rean San Gantalao. Yes, Edeline San. So if you were not able to listen or hear what we have just announced, reminders, you can just rewind it, okay? Okay, so as for the book, we have no book. I'm not selling any book, but our reference book in this study in our class is MINNA no Nihongo. Okay, MINNA no Nihongo. This is the MINNA no Nihongo. So I have lots of, it's one set of MINNA no Nihongo in here. So we will finish the MINNA no Nihongo. So part 1 of MINNA no Nihongo consists of 25 lessons, okay? So we have 25 lessons, and once we finish the 25 lessons, you can already take JLPT N5, okay? JLPT N5. So if you want, and right after our 25th lesson, when we finish our 25th lesson, we will have a mock exam, okay? We will have a mock exam via YouTube as well. So we will do that N5 mock exam because all of the N5 topics is already in 1 to 25 MINNA no Nihongo, but I will double check, okay, before we take the exam. So, what else? And right after the book 1, the part 1 of the book is we will going to proceed. After the mock exam N5, we will going to proceed with part 2 of the book, which is lessons 26 to 50, okay? 26 to 50. Jian-san. Konbanwa. So, right after 26 to 50, okay, that is the part 2 book of the book MINNA no Nihongo, that is the part 2. Right after that, we will go to, you can already take the JLPT N4, okay, N4. Amazing, right? So, you have plenty of time. We have plenty of time to accomplish all of this. So, don't worry. And for first-timers here in the Philippines, I just found out I don't know if it's 2 weeks ago that in Philippines, the JLPT is cancelled. And for those who doesn't know JLPT, okay? For those who doesn't know JLPT, what is JLPT? JLPT stands for Japanese Language Proficiency Test. Japanese Language Proficiency Test. So that is where your proficiency in Japanese will be evaluated. Once you take the exam, you pass that in For example, you take N5, so you pass that, so they will give you a certificate. In Japan, it was not cancelled, okay? And so in Japan, it wasn't cancelled, so they will have an exam this December. But in Philippines, it's already cancelled. What else? So, for the certificate, so I want to clarify, I don't give a certificate, just a free lesson, online study. Okay, I don't give a certificate. But actually, you don't need a certificate if you just want to, maybe you just want to prove that you studied how many hours, okay? But if you apply for the exam, okay, they will not ask you for certificate. If you apply for the JLPT exam, they will not ask you. So you can take the exam even without a certificate. You just need your money. You just need money to take the exam one by one, or I don't know the size of the picture, and the details of how did you study, how many hours did you study. You can just compute how many hours did you study and where did you study. It will just be in your registration form. So that's fine even if you don't have a certificate. And for me, much better to have and pass the JLPT exam instead of having a certificate in which telling the employer that you studied 2,000 hours, 3,000 hours, but you don't have the JLPT exam. So they didn't know how proficient you are in Japanese. So it's up to you. And also, by taking JLPT, you don't have to take JLPT N5 if you want to take N4. You can jump already. For example, right now, you want to take N1, then take N1, that's fine. It doesn't have they don't have a requirement that you need to pass the N2 first before jumping to N1. No, it's up to you if what kind or what level of exam you wanted to take. Okay? Yes. But my problem with lesson 2 and 3, I think for those who are not Filipino, because I think lesson 2 and 3 are in Tagalog. So please text me, okay? Please PM me if lessons 2 and 3 are, if you don't understand lessons 2 and 3, I'm just going to repeat the grammar part, okay? Because the vocabulary, it's written in the board, the English word for the vocabularies, so that's fine. But the grammar, if you won't be able to understand, because I don't know if it's in English already, I will just repeat it. Just PM me that you don't understand because it's not in English. I'm just not sure. What else? Okay? And as for the lessons, all questions will be entertained right after our lesson. So please write down all of your questions. Because sometimes when they ask in here, okay, the lessons will be paused for a while and I need to answer them for their own benefit, but not for the benefit of all of the students who are currently listening. Okay, so we will entertain the questions later. Please write all of your questions regarding our lesson. Okay? And we are not going to jump to advanced lessons. If you have already an idea, or if this is not your first time and you want to learn some other things, okay, if it's part of the book of our lesson that will be coming, we will not yet entertain that yet because we will go there. Okay, others will not be able to relate. Don't worry, I will set a one-day Q&A for everyone. If you have an advanced question, we will we will answer that in our one-day Q&A. Okay? What else? And also, if you are asking if I will be able to give you a job, of course not. Because I'm not an agency, okay? I'm not giving a work in here. I'm just giving a free study, free Japanese study. And if you have time, maybe you can invite your friends to join with us. And also, we also have, some are asking for JFT, Japan Foundation Test. That is their newest exam. And they also have JLPT. So, for JFT, there is no level. I think there is no level. According to what I've read, there's no level, but it is a much easier exam than JLPT. The problem is, in JFT, you don't have a level. It is just passed or failed. But the JFT is for, just like the N5 level, I think. Just N5 level. So, much easier than JLPT N3, N2, N1. But if you're applying for a job, for example, here in the Philippines, and you wanted to be a bilingual or Japanese speaking agent, so they are looking for JLPT passers, N2, N1, and sometimes N3 is fine. Okay, so much better to take JLPT. So even if you don't have a certificate from me, okay, that's fine. Just take the exam and you will have a certificate once you passed. Of course, if you failed, you won't have a certificate, but you will have a notice about the result of your exam. Okay, for the shigoto or for work, okay, it will be already your turn. It will be your turn to do that for yourself. Right after right after our N5, N4. So again, okay, right after we finish the book 1 from lessons 1 to 25, we will have a mock exam, okay? Maybe twice. So you will have 2 different exams. So much better to be present at that time. So we're still in lesson 7, you can still catch up. So, gambatte minasan. What else? After the mock exam N5, we will proceed to part 2, which is lessons 26 to 50. And then right after that, we will do the mock N4. Okay? N4. Okay, so we're done for the reminders. We're done for the reminders. We will now go to our lesson 7 grammar. So for the first timers, you can already cut this. Go to our lesson 1. Again, lesson 1 with those in parentheses, newest/updated. That lesson 1. Just scroll it down. You will find it. And if you are not knowledgeable yet with hiragana and katakana, don't proceed yet to lesson 1. Please go to hiragana. Okay, memorize hiragana, then next is katakana. Okay? There you go for our reminders. That will be all of our reminders. So every time we have first timers, I will be saying the reminders. So now we will go to our lesson 7 grammar. So again, if you want to join the Kaiwa on Wednesday, maybe if you are an ex-Japan, or if you already know hiragana katakana and knowledgeable with the beginner's lesson, then you can join. That's fine. You can join on Wednesday. Okay? And some or few kanji from lessons 1 to 5. Okay? So, for those who are first timers, that's fine. You can already go to our hiragana or lesson 1. So, we will now proceed to our lesson 7 grammar. But if you want to listen, that is fine as well. So, our topic for today is very interesting. Wow, ayan, kumunti na tayo. Wala na ata sila, ano. So, this is our first grammar point. Okay, so again, we have another de. Okay, so this is N for noun and then V for verb. So what we have in here, the particle de in here indicates a method or a means to use for an action. So in lesson 5, right, we have the de in there, which is for vehicle. For example, taxi de. For example, taxi de uchiye kairimashita. Okay? Taxi de uchiye kairimashita. So, I went home using a taxi or by riding a taxi. So, that is de, which is for vehicle. So, that is de for vehicle. Another one, we also have de from lesson 6, which is a place, right? Place. So, that is, our de in there is the place where an action occurs. Okay? For example, gakko de shukudai o shimashita. I did my homework in the school or in school. Okay? That is another de. We use the de in there. And then, this is our third one in our lesson 7, which is for tool or means. So, for example of this one is tabemas. Tabemas is eat, right? So, how do you eat? What tool did you use? For example, hashi. Hashi is chopstick. Chopsticks. So, hashi de tabemas. Okay? So, we have hashi. And this is our particle de. So, we haven't studied the kanji yet. Again, for tabemas, so we will just write it in hiragana. Hashi. Tabemas. So, that is how are you going to eat? By means of what? What is the tool that you are going to use? Hashi is chopstick. Chopsticks. Okay. So, dalawa siya. So, chopsticks. So, what other example? This is for the tool. Our tool. Another example is so what's this? This is Nihongo de repoto o kakimasu. I write a report in Japanese. So this is how did you write it? Means how. Is it in English? Is it in Japanese? Is it in Tagalog? Tagarogogo? Or Filipingo? Okay? So that will also be marked by de. Okay? So the de in here indicates tool or means. So this is, you know this already, Nihongo for Japanese language. Repoto is report. Reporto kakimasu. So, in English, this means I write a report in Japanese. I write a report in Japanese. That is why they say, Eigo de, Nihongo de. Diba? Hanashite kudasai. Nihongo de, hanashimasu. Mga ganun. So that is our first grammar point. So, hashi de tabimasu. So, our next, so you can just print a screenshot, print screen on your PC or laptop. And you can just rewind if you were not able to do it earlier. So, next. Sorry. In Tagalog, okay, what is de? I think sa pamamagitan ng kumain ako or using kumain ako gamit ang kutsara. Kumain ako gamit ang chopsticks. Chopstick din naman ata sa Tagalog yun. Parang ganun. So, that is in Tagalog or Filipino. Halimbawa, for example, with your bare hands. So, te, di ba? Te is hands. So, te de tabemas. Te de tabemas. So, nagkamay ako nung kumain ako. So, ganun, di ako kumain. Or magkakamay ako. Magkakamay ako ngayon, kakain ako. Ganun. So, that is in Tagalog or Filipino. So, next is number 2. Okay, our next is, you will put a word or sentence in here. And then, wa nani nani go de nan desu ka? So, for example, this is used on how to say a word or a sentence in other language. So, for example, this go means language, okay? So, nani nani means you will put, this is not a standalone, you need to put something in here. For example, since this go is language, for example, Nihon go. Okay, that's why it's Nihongo. Because Nihon, Japan, plus add this character go, it became Nihongo, means Japanese language. So, for example, thank you. You will put a word in here. For example, thank you. Thank you wa Nihongo. Nihongo. Nihongo de nan desu ka? Okay, thank you wa Nihongo de nan desu ka? So, he is asking, or a person is asking, what is thank you in Japanese language? What is thank you in Japanese language? Okay. Thank you wa Nihongo in Japanese language. Nihongo de nan desu ka? So, what is thank you in Japanese? You will just put the answer here and then this. So, for example, arigato, right? Arigato or arigato gozaimasu. Arigato gozaimasu desu. So, or for example, you are asking arigato. And this is eigo. Eigo. You're asking, what is arigato in English? What is this eigo is English language. So, for example, you're asking arigato. This is arigato. You know arigato already. So, you're asking arigato wa eigo English in English. Eigo de nan desu ka? What is arigato in English? And then you will just answer. Arigato. Thank you desu. Thank you desu. Arigato wa thank you desu yo. Thank you desu yo. Arigato wa thank you desu. Or just the plain answer. Thank you. Oh, thank you. For example, thank you desu. So, answer here and then just add this to be polite. Jidohan baiki. Jidohan baiki. Yung ano, yung mga machine, yung mga lalagyan ng pera, tapos may lalabas. Ano ba yun? Okay, so that is for our grammar point number 2. Vending machine yun. Vending machine. Tagal lang hindi nag-Japan. Vending machine. Siniluhang baiki. Here in Philippines, we don't judo and biking because there are lots of, or some bad persons might just get foods from Jidohan Biking without permission. Meron ba? Where? But if in Philippines, we have a vending machine outside and there will be no security sa MOA. Maybe because they have a security. So, gumagana ba ito? Hello? Narinig ko na. Rinig naman ata. Rinig ko naman. Panglito lang. Rasa Sensei. Ego wa ego de ego desu ka? Shigaimasu. Ego wa ego de ego desu ka? Iye, English desu. English language desu. Okay, so let's go to our next grammar point. Erase ko na siya. So we have our number 3. Okay, can you hear me? You can hear me, right? Just remove my Bluetooth mic. Since my voice is loud naman. Ayan. Okay. So, in our past lesson, in our vocabulary, okay, we studied agemasu. Okay. So, I forgot the screen. I'm supposed to do this right after the reminders for you to be able to see it clearly. Yan. Sorry. Yes. So we have okay. So we have the verbs like agemasu, kashimasu, and oshemasu. Okay? Oshemasu is teach, kashimasu is lend, and then this is give agemasu. We have studied that in our vocabulary. So, all of these verbs need persons to whom you will give or lend or teach, okay? And that person to whom you will do that will be marked by ni, okay? For example, I am the teacher and I will teach my students, okay? So, those students will be marked by ni, okay? So, the receiver. So, they are the receiver of the action of these verbs. So, let's make or give an example. So, we have, okay, for example is Kim-san wa Kim-san wa Kim-san wa Redeng-san ni example. Just for example, so we have Kim-san and Reden-san. This is Hon. Oh. So we have Kim-san wa Redeng-san ni Hon o agemashita. So who is the receiver of the action? Who gave it to whom? So we have Kim-san is connected here. So she gave a book to Reden. And Reden will be marked with ni particle. Okay? So that's how it goes. And for kashimasu as well and oshemasu. So Kim-san wa Reden-san ni Hon o agemashita. So Kim gave a book to Reden. What else? For example, kashimasu. Let's go to kashimasu. Haruto-san. For example, Haruto-san. Who else? Haruto-san wa Mari. Mari-san. Mari-san ni that's my son Haruto. Okay. So we have here Haruto-san wa Mari-san ni Okane. This is money. Okane. Ay. This is kashimashita. Kashimasu is lend, right? Lend. So who lend money? To whom? So Haruto-san lend money to Mari-san. Okay? So the receiver of this action, of this verb, is Mari-san. Understood? So Haruto-san wa Mari-san ni Okane o kashimashita. In Tagalog go, in Filipino go, nagpahiram. Sino nagpahiram? Si Haruto-san. Nagpahiram siya ng pera kay Marisang. Okay? Nagpahiram. That is our verb kashimas. Nagpahiram in Tagalog. And maybe you will encounter that the topic in there, for example, Haruto-san was not mentioned. Haruto-san. For example, this one. Who else we have in here? We have Sky, Sun, Sky there, or Maricel-san. Mariceru-san. Mariceru-san. So, what we have in here, Mariceru-san ni hon o kashimashita. So, the subject in here, or the speaker, okay, is already omitted. So, meaning to say, the speaker is you, yourself. Okay, you can omit it. You just say, Mariceru-san ni hon o kashimashita. Okay, Mariceru-san ni hon o kashimashita. I lent my book to Miss Maricel. That's the meaning. I lent my book to Miss Maricel. So again, this is lend, but past tense, so lent na siya in English. So, I lent my book to Maricel. Okay. So, how about for oshemasu? So, our example for oshemasu. So, who we do have in here? Janli-san. Janli-san. So, we have Janli-san. Janri-san. So we have Janri-san, ay, may kulang ako. Okay, this is our particle, ni. Okay. For example, watashi is not mentioned. So, meaning to say, I am the teacher in this sentence. So, Janri-san ni nihongo o oshemasu. Janri-san ni nihongo o oshemasu. So, I teach Japanese to Janri. Or to Miss Janli. Yon. So, I teach, oshemasu is teach, nihongo, Japanese, I teach Japanese to Janli. Okay? So, who will you teach it? Who is the receiver? So, Janli. So, we will mark it with ni. Okay? The receiver of the action. Excuse me. Okay. Imrol Hassan. Imrol San wa. You're from what country? Are you Filipino? Okay, I'm going to erase this already. And another one. Another one. May pahabol tayo. So we have also ano bago na lang. Bangladesh. Okay. So are you a first timer? Since I already gave the instructions or the reminders, announcements for the first timers a while ago. So currently we're already in lesson 7, grammar. You can rewind this, okay? Replay. So, additional is first time. Sige, kinig. Okay. You can actually, I don't know if you will be able to get what we are saying now because we're in lesson 7, okay? My advice for you is to go, we will find our video for our hiragana and katakana. If you didn't know the hiragana and katakana yet, please go there to that video, watch it, okay? So that, because that is the first thing that you need to memorize. The Japanese writing, hiragana. Next is katakana, okay? And also, right after you memorize those, proceed to our lesson 1. Our lesson 1, okay, is already recorded as well in, you already know, that's okay. How about the lessons 1 to 6? Okay, you can just review it. So that's fine, you can join us. So, okurimasu and then wa kakemasu. So we have okurimasu, which is send, and then this one is to make a telephone call. So with verbs, with these verbs, okay, if our noun is place, okay, if our noun is place, I'm sorry, our noun, which is person, okay, can be replaced with a place noun. Okay, this is person, right? You can replace it with place. Replace it with place. Okay, for these verbs, For example, this is, we have studied this. This is kaisha, right? Kaisha. Kaisha is company. So this is, you can replace it with this, not a person. So, kaisha ni, you will call. So mark it with ni. Kaisha ni denwa o kakemasu. Okay, so you can replace this person noun, the person, with a place or yung company or the company. For example, this kaisha ni, you will call your company. So I'll call my office. Kaisha ni denwa o kakemasu. And for this example, okay, sometimes, okay, they use, in this example, they use a. instead of ni. Okay? They used e. Just take note. They used e instead of ni. So, it can be kaishae denwa o kakemasu. Because sometimes that ni and e talaga is interchangeable. Konbanwa, Nicole Rochelle. Parang hindi mo ulit-ulit ng mga sinasabi mo. Reminder lagyan ng description itong video. Yung link. Tinitigdaan. Baka kasi yung iba hindi nagtitingin. And then, baka mabore sila kapag pag hindi ako nagpaalala. Sabihin ko na lang, pumunta lang kayo sa video na to. Alam mo yung pag first time ka kasi, di ba? If you're first time, you're expecting to your teacher. Baka, ganun lang. Naisip ko lang. Description na lang. Alam na nila yan. Okay, where are we now? Okay, we will be in our number 4 grammar point. Number 4. So, we have noun, person, and this one, moraimasu. Okay? Moraimasu, receive, right? Moraimasu. What else? We also have karimasu and naraimasu. Okay, for these verbs, moraimasu, karimasu, naraimasu. Karimasu, borrow. Naraimasu is learn. Moraimasu, receive. Okay? All of these express actions from the receiving side. Okay? These are all receivers of the action. So, the persons from whom you receive those actions are marked with ni. With ni. So, for example, so, kabaliktad nito, di ba? Yung kanina natin. Mahihain yan si Radha Sensei. Mahihain. We have... Diyan ba si Jian-san? That's my cousin. Len Limosinero-san. Len-san. So, we will have Len. Ren. If you want long. Ren or Ren. Yan. Ren-san. And, who else? Ay, nandyan siya. So, si Nicole na lang. Nicole-san. Ren-san and Nicole-san. Ren-san. Ano kaya? Maganda. On na lang din. Okay, so we have Ren-san wa Nikoru-san ni hon o moraimashita. Hon o moraimashita. So, means Ren-san, okay, Miss Ren received books or received a book from Nicole. From Miss Nicole, okay? So, who is the receiver? Who is the receiver again? Ren-san. Connected to our verb, okay? Who gave the book? Nicole-san. So, Nicole-san will be marked with particle ni. Okay, so who received the book? Ren-san. Okay? So, Ren is a girl or a boy? A girl. So, girl. So, she received the book. She received the book from Nicole. Okay? So, that is our for moraimashita or moraimasu. What else? Another example. We will use karimasu. We have who else do we have? Imrul-san. Imrul Hasan. So, Imrul-san, okay? Imrul-san. Imurur. Ano po siya? Imurur. Imururu. Imururu-san. Are you there? Imrul-san. So, they don't have L. So, it will be replaced with RU. Imruru. Imururu-san. Ni. Imururu-san. Ni. Shidi. O. Karimashita. Okay, Imururu-san. Is he there? So, Imururu-san ni shidi o karimashita. So, the person is me. I am the one speaking. So, it is omitted. So, I borrowed a CD from Imrul. From Mr. Imrul. Okay, I borrowed a CD from Mr. Imrul. So, I am the receiver. I borrowed. To whom? To whom did I borrowed? To Imrul-san. So, he will be marked with ni. Okay? He's there. Okay. So, what else? We have naraimasu. Who else? Imurul-san. Kim-san again. Kim-san. We have Kim or Kimun. Kim-san. Okay. Kim-san ni. Oh, Kim-san ni eigo. Oh, Kim-san ni eigo narimasu or watashi wa Kim-san ni Eigo naraimasu. Naraimasu. Okay? Naraimasu. So, what does it mean? I learn English from Kim-san. Okay? I learn English from Kim-san. So, I am, again, if there is a watashi wa in here, so I am the receiver of the action. I learned from Kim. Meaning to say, she teaches Eigo. She teaches English language. So, to whom I receive the action marks with me just like this. Okay? So, here, for example, I borrowed. So, I am the receiver. This one, the receiver as well, is me. To whom did I borrow this CD? So he is the owner of the CD. I just borrowed it. So he is marked with me. So she teaches English language. Okay? I am the receiver of the action of this naraimasu. Then she will be marked with ni. Okay? Ay, thank you. Sorry. So what else? So I will remove this. I will give another example. So this ni Sensei ni Nihongo o naraimasu. So we have when you receive something from an organization, okay? Organization siya. Like, for example, school or company, you will use kara, not me, okay? So, there will be an exemption. So, for example, you receive something from an organization, like a school or company. So, kara is used. For example is Ginko. Ginko is bank. Ginko is bank. Key. Ginko is bank. So, Ginko kara. Ginko kara. Okane. Okane o karimashita. So, for example, this is kara. That is from. In English, from. So, ginko kara okane o karimashita. I borrowed some money from the bank. I borrowed money from the bank. Okay, since that is a company, so kara is used. Only kara. Huh? Only kara. Only kara. And also, for example, this one is an exemption, okay? Kara is only used for company or basta organization, school. For this example, our example a while ago, sometimes, okay, you can use kara also for moraimasu. For example, is Marisan. For example, is Marisan. For example, Marisang wa redensang kara. Okay? Marisang wa redensang kara hana o moraimashita. Okay? Example lang man yan. Marisan wa redensang ni. Hana is flower. Hana o moraimashita. Okay. So that is Mari-san wa Reden-san ni hana o moraimashita. So Mari-san or Miss Mari received flowers from Reden, from Mr. Reden. So in this case, okay, this ni can be omitted and you can use kara. Okay? But that is up to you. You can use it. You can use ni if you want, or you can use kara for this moraimasu, for this pattern. Okay, this is the only example that I told you that this talagang kara. You should use kara in this case. School or company. School, company yan, any organization. But for a person, you can sometimes use kara. Toshokan, no? Library. Toshokan kara, hon o. Yes, kasi it's not a person. So you can use toshokan kara hon o karimasu. School or company, organization, ganun. Okay, so next grammar point. Sugar ko. Uy, baka mamay, ano dyan. Okay, let's go to our next topic. Mo. This mo. Okay, so this is mo and then verb mashita. Okay, mo, verb mashita. This mo means already, right? Already. So your verb in here will be past tense. Okay, this mashita. Mashita. Verb. So we will have a past tense. Past tense verb. For example, mo tabemashita or mo tabemashita ka? Have you eaten already? Ay, may pa. For example is mo tabemashita ka? In Tagalog, gogo, kumain ka na ba? Kumain ka na ba? So, have you eaten already? Mo tabemashita ka? So, we have there. So, we have mo for already and then the past tense of tabemashita. And of course, if you will say hi, if the answer is this, since this is a question, right? With ka. If it's hi, it will be hi. You will just copy tabemashita. But if it's no, iye. Okay? You haven't eaten yet. So, iye, mada desu. Not yet. Okay? Iye, mada desu. Iye. Mada desu. Or you can say, iye, mada tabemasen deshita. Hindi pa ko kumain. In Tagalog ko. So, in here, iye, mada desu. No. Mada desu is not yet. Mada desu, not. No, not yet. So, in English, mada desu is not yet. Okay? So, for example, mo Shukudayo owarimashita ka? Mo shukudayo owarimashita ka? Have you finished your homework already? Hai, owarimashita. Iie, mada desu. No, not yet. Owarimashita. Owarimashita ka? Mada desu ne. Okay. I'm sorry. The example a while ago is if you didn't eat yet, mada desu. You shouldn't say, I'm sorry, stand corrected. You shouldn't say tabemasen deshita, because if you say that, okay, it simply means that you did not do. You did not do it. Rather than you have not done it yet. Okay? If you say masen deshita, if you say the past negative, which is tabemasen deshita, what will it imply is you did not do it, the specific task, instead of, or rather than, you have not done it yet. So it will not imply the yet, this yet. It will not imply. Kasi we're after the yet, not yet. And then yung partner which is already, not yet. So, hindi, sorry, in Tagalog or Filipino, hindi pa. Okay, pag ginamit natin yung past tense na negative is, sinabi mo lang na hindi. Hindi mo sinabing hindi pa. Sinabi mo lang hindi mo ginawa. Instead na dapat ang sasabihin mo ay hindi pa. Okay. Okay, so that ends our Lesson 7 Grammar, diba? Very easy yan sa inyo, chicken na chicken. And we will answer our exam for Lesson 4 and 5. Okay, please ready your answer sheets. And for those who are first-timers, I am posting our short exams in our FB page always. So please check time to time. So that will be two exams. So please follow my page. This is my page. Homework, yes, it's in there. You just need to scroll it down because I always post in that page all of the announcements, short exams, and we are answering it in our live teaching. So we accumulated two exams already. That is 4 and 5. But you can join. Okay? That's fine. You can join. I'll just wash my hands. No problem. Okay, so we have here Lesson 4. I see. So maybe you know this also as well. You know this as well, Imrul-san. This is just about time. On how you will write time in Japanese. So I will write the answers. Please check your answer sheets. So for others to join, I'll just put the $7.15, 4.20. We have here $7.15, $4.20, $9.30, $8.45, $11.40, $6.55, $12, and $2.10. So we have shichiji, right? Shichiji. If you write it in kanji, that's fine as well. Shichiji. 15分. 15 分. But not in Remaji, much better. At this point in time, you should know the hiragana and katakana already. So, shichiji 15 分. Okay, shichiji 15 分. Next is yoji. We have, please check your answers. Yoji ni. Yoji ni 10 分. Yoji ni 10 分. So there is a small su in here. 10 分. So we have next is we have kujihan. Kujihan. We have kujihan, or you can also do this. Kuji. 30 分. Okay? It's either of the two. Kujihan, kuji 30 分. Next is hachiji. Okay? Hachiji 45 分. 5分. Hachiji 45 分. Next is Juichi ji. 40分. Juichi 40分. This one is Rokuji. Rokuji 15 分. Rokuji. Ay, mali. Rokuji. Go pala. Goju. Go fun. Goju. There is go in here. Rokuji. Goju. Go. Goju. Go fun. Okay? Next is Ju. Juniji. Okay? Juniji. And last is Niji 10 分. Niji 10 分. Yan. Niji 10 分. Okay? Oh, how we use spoon or phone, we studied that already. That is in, what lesson is that? Lesson kanji. That is in lesson 2. Nifun, gofun, nanafun, qfun. Yan. 2579, yes. But if you want to go back, okay, for the complete, that is in lesson 4? Yes, lesson 4. It's in lesson 4, okay? Yes, lesson 4. Okay, next. Okay, for this, 1 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have okay, I'll just tell you the answers. Okay, because there is a calendar here for Sangatsu for March. Okay? Okay, that's only 1 to 6. So, number 1 is Do for Doyobi. So, that's Do. Number 2 is Getsu for Getsuyobi. Just type Getsu. Write Getsu. And then number 3, Kin. Kinyobi for Kinyobi. Number 4 is Nichi for Nichiyobi. Number 5 is Ka for Kayobi. Number 6 is Moku. Mokuyobi. Again, 1 is Do, 2 is Getsu, 3 is Kin, 4 is Nichi, 5 is Ka, and number 6 is Moku. So, next is particles, 1 to 8. Particles. So we have Bijutsukan, the art museum. So we have Bijutsukan, blank. Yasumiwa Getsuyobi blank, Mokuyobi desu. Okay? So we have Bijutsukan no Yasumi wa Getsuyobi to Mokuyobi desu. So we have no and to. Okay? We have no and to. For number 1. Number 2. Ginko wa sanji blank owarimasu. Ginko wa sanji blank owarimasu. So we have ni because it is a time and that's a numeral. Sanji. So we have Ginko wa sanji ni owarimasu. Number 3. Watashi blank kaisha wa 9 blank 5 blank desu. Okay? So number 3 is Watashi no kaisha. Watashi no kaisha wa 9 から5時までです。So we have this. No からまで。No からまで。Ano ba yung libro ko? Number 4. Asate blank nichiyobi. Asate blank nichiyobi. Asate wa nichiyobi desu. Asate wa nichiyobi desu. Number 5. Kono toshokan wa doyobi blank gogo yasumi desu. Kono toshokan wa doyobi blank gogo yasumi desu. So we have no. Kono toshokan wa doyobi no gogo yasumi desu. Kono toshokan wa doyobi no gogo yasumi desu. Number 6. Nyuyoku blank ima gozen 4時 blank desu. Nyuyoku blank, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6. So we have Nyuyoku wa ima gozen 4時. Ibig sabihin means you don't have to put any particle in there. So, Nyuyoku wa ima gozen 4時 desu. Number 7 is nagising siya. Number 7. Kinono ban 8時 blank 10時 blank benkyou shimashita. So, that is kara and made. Okay? Kara and made. So, kinono ban 8時から10時まで勉強しました。Number 8. Maiban blank 11時半 blank 寝ます。So, number 8 is maiban. No particle. Diba? I told you that if it's not a numeral, you don't need to put a particle. Except for weeks, ganyan, days. So, that is maiban, every night. So, maiban, 11時半に寝ます。Okay? に寝ます。Okay, so let's go to the back page. What's this? Okay, so we have choices in here. You just need to fill it up with the right answer. So I will just tell you the answer. I'm not going to write it. So please listen carefully. So we're looking for Osaka de Pato, no? Osaka de Pato. So, number 1. Can you hear me? Bulong na lang ako kasi nagising si Babes. So, we have Osaka de Pato wa 10時半から7時半までです。Yasumi wa mokuyobi desu. Okay? Again. Osaka de Pato wa 10時半から7時半までです。Yasumi wa mokuyobi desu. So, you just need to follow the example in here on how they answered it. Okay, so next is number 2. Midori toshokan wa, number 2. Midori toshokan wa 9時から6時までです。9時から6時までです。Yasumi wa getsuyobi to kinyobi desu. Yasumi wa getsuyobi to kinyobi desu. Rest day or holiday is Monday and Friday. So, number 3. Lapit ko pala. para kasi marinig. Oh, dito na. Mukhang mukha eh, no? Number 3. we have apur. Apur ginko. Apur ginko wa 5時から3時までです。5時から3時までです。Okay? 休みは土曜日と日曜日です。休みは土曜日と日曜日です。The holiday is Saturday, Sunday. Last, number 4. Sakura Byoin. Sakura Byoin wa 9時半から8時半までです。Sakura Byoin wa 9時半から8時半までです。休みは日曜日です。休みは日曜日です。Okay. So let's go to number 5. So you just need to answer iye and hai and complete the sentence. So we have number 1 for 5th part. Number 1. Ototoi yasumimashita ka? Ototoi yasumimashita ka? So iye, and your answer should be yasumimasen deshita. Yasumimasen deshita. Okay? Yasumimasen deshita. Past negative. Next. The question is, Yasumi wa getsuyobi desu ka? Yasumi wa getsuyobi desu ka? Iie. So, iie. Getsuyobi ja arimasen. Iie. Getsuyobi ja arimasen should be your answer. Number 3. Nichiyobi. Nichiyobi hatarakimasu ka? Nichiyobi hatarakimasu ka? Iie. Number 3. Iie. Hatarakimasen. Okay? Iie. Hatarakimasen. So, present negative only. So, number 4. Kino no ben... Kino no ben... Ano ba ito? Kino no ban. Kino no ban. Benkyou shimashita ka? Kino no ban. Benkyou shimashita ka? Hai. Hai. Benkyou shimashita. Hai. Benkyou shimashita. Hai. Benkyou shimashita. Ano to? Ha, sagot ko getsuyobi janai desu. Dapat ano tayo getsuyobi ja arimasen. Okay, number 6. Number 6. Sixth part is... So, lalagyan nyo ng pang-question. So, number 1. Number 1. Osaka depato no yasumi wa blank desu ka? Mokuyobi desu. So, we are looking for the question nan-yobi. Okay? We have nan-yobi. Osaka depato no yasumi wa nan-yobi desu ka? And the answer is mokuyobi desu. In here. So, you should have there nan-yobi. Question marker. So, number 2. Sakura daigaku no denwa bango wa blank desu ka? So, number 2 is Sakura daigaku no denwa bango wa nanban. Okay? What number? Nanban desu ka? Nanban desu ka? Ano? Nan desu ka? Ano? Nanban. What number? So, kung hindi kanji, if it's not in kanji, this is nanban. What number? Okay, next is nasa na? Ayun yung number niya, no? Hachi nanani no roku hachi ichi san desu. So, number 3 is Midori to shokan wa blank made desu ka? Midori to shokan wa blank made desu ka? 6 時までです. So the answer is 何時. Okay, we have 何時. Midori to shokan wa 何時までですか? Until what time? 6 時までです. Until 6 o'clock. Next is number 4. Ano ba ito? Ayan. Kaisha blank kara blank made desu ka? Getsuyobi kara kinyobi made desu. So, number 4 is nanyobi. Okay, nanyobi. So, we have kaisha wa nanyobi kara nanyobi made desu ka? Nanyobi kara nanyobi. So, both nanyobi should be the answer. Kaisha wa nanyobi kara nanyobi made desu ka? Getsuyobi kara kinyobi made desu. It's different. It's different, no? Yung nanyobi tsaka yung nannichi. So, it should be nanyobi. Nanyobi tayo. Okay? Nanyobi tayo. So, it's different. Kaya nanyobi tayo. So, next. Saan na ba ako? Ito muna. Number 5 na, no? Number 5, kesa. Kesa blank. Kesa blank ni okimashita ka? 6 時半に起きました. So, that's nanji. Okay? Nanji. Kesa, nanji ni okimashita ka? Nanji ni okimashita ka? 6 時半に起きました. Okay. So, last is 7. Part 7. O, question number 1. Anata no kuni wa ima nanji desu ka? So, it depends on you. What is the time? So, right now, it's 8 時5分. 8時5分 des. So, just write your answer. And then, number 2, kyo wa nanyobi desu ka? O, kyo wa nanyobi desu ka? Ano ba? Monday. Today is Monday. So, kyo wa getsuyobi desu. Getsuyobi desu. So, it depends on when did you answer those questionnaires. Okay, so number 3. Anata no kuni no yubin kyoku wa asa nanji kara desu ka? Anata no kuni no yubin kyoku wa asa nanji kara desu ka? So, ano bang oras ang inyong mga ano? Just put or write a time in there. For example, 9 時からです. 9時からです or 8 時からです. See? Koji kara desu siya. Gozen 8 時からです. Okay, number 4. Kino no ban nanji made benkyou shimashita ka minasan? Kino no ban nanji made benkyou shimashita ka? So, for example lang, 11 時まで勉強しました。皆さんは午前1時半まで勉強しました. Hanggang madaling araw siya. Okay, so let's proceed to our lesson 5. Diba? We will answer 2 exams for today. So, lesson number 5. Puyat this. Okay. Okay. Calendar days. Calendar days tayo. So, number 1. Number 1 is Gogatsu Toka. Sulat ko na lang. Ilan to? 12. So, Gogatsu Toka. Sangatsu Mikka. Sangatsu Mikka. Number 3, Ichi Gatsu Yokka. Ichi Gatsu Yokka. Ichi Gatsu Yokka. 12月1日。12月1日。12月1日。9月。9月5日。11月7日。7月8日。And then here, so that's the answer up to 7. Then we have 10月。10月14日。We have 6月2日。6月2日。8月20日。8月20日。8月20日。2月6日。2月6日。2月6日。4月4月9日。4月9日。Okay, so that is the answer. Number 1. May. Number 1 is May. Go is 5. Okay, number 1 is May. Go is 5. Okay, so as for number 2, second part, I will tell you the answers. Okay, so number 1. Number 1 is kino. Kino, yesterday. Kino. Number 2, senshu. Senshu. Number 3, kyonen. Kyonen. Number 4, kotoshi. Number 4, kotoshi. Number 5, ashita. Number 5, ashita. Number 6 is raigetsu. Next month, raigetsu, okay? Number 6. So, third part. Number saan? Number 10 is toka dapat. Check ko. Nasa na? Number 10 sa part, yung May 10. Yung number 1. Toka yung nasulat ko di ba? Toka yun. Yung kanina. Kogatsu toka yun. So, yan siya. May 10. Kogatsu toka. Yung U. O, toka. Yan, ito siya. Okay. Okay, so we'll proceed to third part. Number 1. Okay, number 1. Kimashita. Kimashita. Number 1 is kimashita. So, basahin ko lang siya. Sengetsu nihon kimashita. Kasi past. So, dapat nakapast ang inyong kimashita. So, number 2 is kino juji ni uchi kairimashita. So, kino, dapat nakapast tense ang verb. Kino, that's why we should put the past tense of the verb. So, kairimashita. Number 3, rainen no hachigatsu ni kuni kairimasu. Rainen is next year. So, it will be in present form, kairimasu. Kuni kairimasu. Number 4. Number 4. Senshu no doyobi, doko mo. So, kapag mo, doko mo siya is ikimasen deshita, no? Senshu. Tapos na siya last week. Senshu no doyobi, doko mo ikimasen deshita. Number 5. Ashita, supae ikimasu. Supae ikimasu. Ashita supae ikimasu. Number 6 is ototoy bijutsukan ikimashita. So, nakapast yung ating time. So, past tense din siya. Ikimashita. Ototoy bijutsukan ikimashita. Okay, so let's go to fourth part. We have 1, 2, 3. So we have sa 1, tatlo, no? We're looking for 3 answers. Okay, so itsu blank nihon blank kimashita ka. So that is itsu. So no particle for that. Itsu Nihon e. Nihon e kimashita ka? So, letter B. 3月25日 ni kimashita. Okay? So, ni. Kasi numeral naman siya kahit nakakimas siya. So, we have 3月25日 ni kimashita. Okay? So, for number 2. A. 日曜日 どこへ行きましたか? どこへ行きましたか? 日曜日。どこへ行きましたか? So, letter B. This is どこも行きます。どこも行きませんでした。どこも行きませんでした。Or, you can put A. You can put, it can be どこへも or yan ha. どこへも行きませんでした or どこも行きませんでした。Next, number 3. Where am I now? Number 3 point. I think. So, madami kayo number 3. So, we have Sengetsu. Sengetsu no 25 nichi. So, that is numeral. So, we have ni. Okay? Sengetsu 25 nichi ni densha de densha de Karina-san no uchi. Karina-san no uchi e. Okay, ayan siya. Ikimashita. So, Sengetsu no 25 nichi ni densha de Karina-san no uchi e ikimashita. And then, next is Hitori de. Hitori de ikimashita ka? So, no particle. Hitori de ikimashita ka? And then, tomodachi to ikimashita, no? Tomodachi to ikimashita. Okay, so next page. Okay, I will just tell you the answers. So, fifth part. So, this is Kyo wa blank desu ka? Kayobi desu. So, number 1 is nan-yobi. Kyo wa nan-yobi desu ka? Kayobi desu. Number 2. Question is blank America e ikimasu ka? Raigetsu ikimasu. So, that is itsu. Okay, number 2 is itsu. Itsu America e ikimasu ka? Raigetsu ikimasu. Number 3 is blank to ikimasu ka? Tomodachi to ikimasu. So, that is dare. Okay? Dare to ikimasu ka? Tomodachi to ikimasu. Number 4. Kobe made blank desu ka? Goyaku 70 yen desu. So, we have number 4, ikura, no? Ikura. Kobe made ikura desu ka? Goyaku 70 yen desu. Number 5 is blank de ikimasu ka? Densha de ikimasu. Blank de ikimasu ka. So, that is number 5. Nan de. So, nan de ikimasu ka? Densha de ikimasu. So, how are you going there? Number 6. is Tanjobi wa blank blank desu ka? 9月15日です。So, number 6 is Tanjobi wa nangatsu nannichi. Okay? What month and what day? Nangatsu nannichi, what month, what date? Desu ka? Yun, 10月15日です。And then, number 7 is ashita blank e ikimasu ka? Doko mo ikimasen. So, number 7 is doko. Ashita doko e ikimasu ka? Doko mo ikimasen. I'm not going anywhere. So, number 6. Number 6, yan. You need to arrange it. Arrange. So, I will just say the answer. Mahaba kasi siya. Sabihin ko na lang. Okay, so we have ashita hitori de basu byoin ikimasu. So, ashita hitori de basu de byoin e ikimasu. Okay? Ashita hitori de basu de byoin e ikimasu. Kaya sekai desu. Tama yan. That's correct. Ashita hitori de basu de byoin e ikimasu. Number 2. So we have kinonoban, eki, aruite, uchi, kaerimasu. So we have kinonoban, eki kara aruite, uchi e kaerimashita. Okay, because it's kinonoban. So kinonoban, eki kara aruite, uchi e kaerimashita. Okay, next, number 3 is Senshu no doyobi jitensha de kanojo no uchi e ikimashita. Okay? Senshu no doyobi jitensha de kanojo no uchi e ikimashita. Correct. Number 4. Watashi wa kyonen kazoku to Nihon e kimashita. Watashi wa kyonen kazoku to Nihon e kimashita. Ne, kanojo ga inai. Okay, last part. Oh, minasang no? Minasang no shitsumon. Tanjobi wa itsu desu ka? Just write your answers. Tanjobi wa itsu desu ka? Minasang wa. Tanjobi wa itsu desu ka? For example, 8月11日です。8月11日です。Minasang no tanjobi wa itsu desu ka? So, next is number 2. Itsu nihon e kimashita ka? For example only. Itsu nihon e kimashita ka? Itsu nihon e kimashita ka? For example, 3月25日に来ました。Okay? Put the date and then ni kimashita. Okay, next. Number 3. Kyou wa nangatsu nannichi desu ka? Kyou wa nangatsu nannichi desu ka? Kyou wa 10月19日です。Okay, next. Tsugi no nichiyobi doko e ikimasu ka? Next Sunday, where will you go? Tsugi no nichiyobi doko e ikimasu ka? Manila e ikimasu. Kyoto e ikimasu. Tabun Festival mo e ikimasu. Okay, number 5. Itsuku ni e kaerimasu ka? Itsuku ni e kaerimasu ka? So, number 5. Itsuku ni e kaerimasu ka? For example, you're not in your country. For example, Rainen no 3月に帰れます。おdi kaya 今年の12月に帰れます。Okay, and last, 昨日郵便局へ行きましたか？皆さん。昨日郵便局へ行きましたか？ So, the answer, if it's hi, 行きました。If it's いえ、行きませんでした。はい、行きました。いいえ、行きませんでした。Okay, tapos na natin sa Okay, so we're done with lessons 4 and 5 exams. So, I will post the next exam, short exam. That is lesson 6. And we will answer that on Thursday. Because tomorrow is Tuesday, Wednesday is Kaiwa. So, Thursday, okay? Thursday, we will answer that. I will post it later or tomorrow for the lesson 6 exam. Hi! じゃあ、ここまでね。皆さん、終わりましょう。じゃあ、おやすみなさい。Good night everyone and God bless. Bye-bye na muna. See you tomorrow. Mata ashita. Mata ashita.